What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City preview. Now, with all the drama out there, Manchester City fans blocking TalkSport on Twitter and protesting against TalkSport. There's even arguments going on amongst some of the Manchester City fan channels out there on YouTube, but we're not involved in that. We're remaining focused on only one thing, and that is Manchester City's game this weekend against Huddersfield at the John Smith Stadium this Sunday, 1:30 PM GMT. Stay tuned for that. So we're going to preview this game. Huddersfield, 20th in the league, bottom. They're not doing so well. David Wagner, he has left, stating that he needs a break from football. It's quite understandable when you're constantly on football every single day throughout the whole year, and it goes on for years and years. It's mentally draining, so it's very understandable. So their assistant, Mark Hudson, he is in charge for this game. Huddersfield set to appoint a new manager after the Manchester City game. I presume that's not directly after the Man City game or announcing it during the game or anything. I presume that's at some point following the game, so maybe a day or two later, I don't know. But Huddersfield's sporting director, he also resigned last night, so I don't know what's going on at Huddersfield at the moment, but things seem quite bad there at the moment. So they're sitting 8 points behind 17th from Premier League safety, sitting bottom of the league. They're only on 11 points. They've won only 2 games this season, so their form isn't very good, but they did pick up a decent away point away at Cardiff City in their last game, so they've got something to work with going into this game. Manchester City, though, they have to be thinking about winning this game. In terms of Premier League away games that we've got coming up, we're facing bottom of the league. This isn't the crunch time, April, May time, where teams really need them points and are fighting for their lives. We're going up against a team that will be very low on confidence, a team that's managers left and not got a manager there. They've got a part-time manager, if you get what I mean. They've got a temporary manager just there. So we need to be thinking about picking up the 3 points and asserting our dominance in this game and trying to control the game from minute 1 through to minute 90. But it won't be easy. I'm not taking anything for granted. No Premier League game, home or away, is easy. So you have to play your football and do your thing in this game. Manchester City last season, I think it finished 2-1 at John Smith Stadium, so it was difficult, and we made a lot of hard work, and I think it was a late goal. I think it was from Raheem Sterling when we went on that nice little run of winning all them games throughout the months from September onwards. Was it August? It started sometime in August going right through to December, and Huddersfield was included in that. We played them end of November, if I remember rightly. So it's going to be a difficult game. So it's one of these games where the 12th man, not the referee like people think, but the fans, they'll play a big part in this game. And so we've got to kind of keep the Huddersfield fans quiet. Like I said, they'll be low on confidence, they'll be expecting a defeat, they'll be expecting a heavy defeat in this game. So if we can score first, get them groaning, get their heads down, and be able to capitalise from there. As always, we're always looking for a 2-goal lead. That then will bring Huddersfield out to play, like we expect. And from there, then we're able to pick up more goals and end up getting a very positive result from the game. However, we start making mistakes and allowing Huddersfield into this game, that's when things will start getting very messy and very sticky. We allow them to score first, for example. The fans will be lifted, and all of a sudden, no one knows that they're bottom of the league. All they're focused on is beating Manchester City. The 1-0 ahead, they'll be very motivated and animated from there, and it'll make it very hostile and very difficult, the game. And so we need to apply our dominance. We can get the first goal, get involved, play our game, try and get the second, cut out the mistakes, and we should be able to get there and pick up the 3 points, which is what's needed. Now, for Huddersfield, we're looking at their squad. I'm not seeing too many players that can trouble us. I mean, obviously they've got Mounier up front that can cause some problems. I looked into the midfield. It looks quite weak compared with our midfield, but a lot of midfields do look like that, so no disrespect to Huddersfield there. Punchin, he's quite a quick player, might be able to make something happen, but the way to hurt Manchester City is to run. We play such a high line, so you need to run at our defence, be able to beat the press, be aggressive in the middle, win the ball back, work the ball, and then run, and really run and run quick, and be able to hurt Manchester City, because you'll see Man City's line, it'll start zigzagging like that, players are out of position, and it all starts getting a little bit sloppy, and so you can play a couple of good, crucial passes, and all of a sudden, you may well be in with a chance of scoring. And so they need to find a way of doing that, and I'm not too sure how they're going to do that with the quality that they've got. Another way in is like set pieces and balls into the box, but again, I'm not too sure. I don't see where the threat's coming from with Huddersfield. I'm not too sure how they're going to do this. They're a team not with a lot of confidence. They remind me of a team that if they had a lot of confidence and were doing well, they'd be able to grind out results and get good results. But because the going's got tough, they're not getting the results that they're looking for. It then becomes extremely difficult. And so from that, we really do need to capitalise on this. Like I said, in terms of an away game that we've got left, this is a game where I'm thinking that Manchester City can win and we can assert our dominance. It's very difficult to be able to do that away from home against a lot of sides. And I'm not saying that any disrespect to Huddersfield, but I'm just saying that in terms of teams that were playing towards the bottom of the league and were able to do this against, Huddersfield, obviously the standout candidates in 20th position, but we've got a game against Newcastle coming up away from home. Is another game where I'd look for us to assert our dominance. And so these are games that we really do need to be taking 3 points from. This is crucial that we do win our games. In my opinion, we've got to be winning every single game from now till the end of the season if we stand a chance of overthrowing Liverpool. Now, speaking of Manchester City and going into this game, we've got some team news. I'm expecting everyone to be fully fit for this game, bar Benjamin Mendy, who's still a couple of weeks away, and Bravo, who I have no idea about. We've got a pointless League Cup game coming up next Wednesday against Burton Albion. I'm expecting a couple of players to not travel up to the Sunderland match in the Checker Trade Trophy or whatever it's called, and so we may well see some youngsters going out against Burton, and I'm not really expecting any player that starts in this game to be starting in that game. I probably won't even let anyone who starts in this game travel to Burton. We're 9-0 up. We don't need to be taking any unnecessary risks, so it'll be a strong team out, probably our strongest. One little debate: is it going to be Aguero? Is it going to be Gabriel Jesus? Jesus, 7 goals in 3 games. If he's fit to go, he'd be my pick. But we do need to be clinical in this game, so I'm thinking players like Sterling and Sane, you'd be thinking that they are starting in this game. Now, in terms of a score prediction, I'm going to go for 3-0 Manchester City. I think it's important that we win this game, absolutely. I'd like a comfortable win. Like I said, we need to be able to put pressure onto Liverpool. Liverpool, they're playing first, so it makes that very difficult. They're playing first at Anfield, Saturday, 3 o'clock against Crystal Palace. If you remember rightly, Crystal Palace beat us back at the end of December, and so it's not going to be an easy game by any means for Liverpool. However, I'm not expecting Roy Hodgson's men to do anything at Anfield other than a Liverpool win. I'd like for them to keep the score down, because if they do that, even though they're going to be 7 points clear of us if they win, if they can keep the score down, we stand a chance that we can get a good victory here at the John Smith Stadium. Then we will move 4 points behind but have quite a good goal difference on them. Always an extra point goal difference. And do you see where I'm going with this? This is a match where I'd be targeting Man City getting a comfortable victory here, and we're able to eat away at that goal difference and then be able to put Liverpool under pressure, because we play first after them in the next Premier League round of fixtures, because we play on the Tuesday night at the end of January, whereas they play Wednesday night. So if we can win our next 2 away games against Huddersfield and Newcastle, then we're guaranteed at least to have that down to 1 point, the gap, before Liverpool play again. So it's crucial. So it's all about pressure. It's all about mental, psychological pressure. And one way of us doing that, if we can't gain on the points, is gain on the goal difference. So when Liverpool do slip up, if they slip up, not when, but if they do slip up, then they're under a lot of pressure. So that's where we need to be going with this. I'm hoping Man City will play the game, do what we did against Wolves, nice and comfortable, solid performance at the back, in the middle and up front, and put our chances away. We do that, we'll win this game, guarantee that right now. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now. This, to me, is Man City's strongest 11 we can go with. I've gone with Ederson in goal, Walker at right back and Danilo at left back. I feel like Fabian Del's a little bit out of favour with Pep at the moment since he's sending off against Leicester. So Danilo was preferred against Wolves, and Danilo didn't have too bad a game, particularly in the second half. Him and Walker seemed to be gelling a lot better at the back for Manchester City in that second half, and the more they play together, the better it'll seem. So while we wait for Mendy to come back, I'd expect Del to be doing the cup games, and so I'd go with Danilo in this game. Stones and Laporte are 2 strongest centre-backs for me. Gone for Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva and David Silva. Kevin De Bruyne is still returning from injury. I see no reason for him not to play against Burton again at the midweek, and I see no reason for him to go and do a full 90 minutes against Burnley, and then we're at a stage then where he should be back to full fitness, and then we've got some big games against Newcastle and Arsenal and Chelsea coming up where we can have De Bruyne starting and coming in and making more game time. All about slowly just introducing him more and more into the team. I'd go with Bernardo Silva and David Silva for terms of match preparation. They're a lot better than what De Bruyne is at this moment in time, and use De Bruyne if needed off the bench. Sterling, Sane up front. So I'd expect to see Mahrez again in midweek and against Burnley in the FA Cup, and I've gone for Jesus, so Aguero, we may well see him against Burton, and we also may well see him against Burnley too, but all depends on who we go with. Expect all the players that don't play in this game to probably be featuring against Burton and featuring against Burnley in the Cup, as we focus on them into next week, but all focus at the moment onto Huddersfield and winning this big game. So there we go, that's been the preview. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what score you think this game's going to finish, and also let me know your team prediction in the comments below. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video and you're liking my content, make sure you press the red button, help support my channel and subscribe. Press the bell if you wish, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately when I've uploaded, so you can stay in the loop with all things Manchester City and football. So there we go, it's been the video. We'll have an analysis up probably on after the game on Sunday, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. I'll see you all again for the next video. Social media links in the description below if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram too. Quick plug. There we go, it's been the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all again for the next Manchester City and football video. So it's been JSGC. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the game blues. Peace. Ciao for now.